Take me down too, right quick, Ness.
All right, Coach, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up, big dog?
How are you?
Oh man, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Why you sound like you just waking up?
Nah, I'm up. I'm out. I just how I sound. I'm straight. I'm good.
So I seen an article, and they're basically saying Brian Norman Sr. believes Eddie Hearn is sabotaging Jerron Boots Ennis' career. And today we're obviously reporting that Ennis decided not to face Virgil Ortiz at 154, and instead Virgil will now go on to face Xander Zayas of Top Rank. And obviously, now what you said in the article, we're starting to consider, because it's like you didn't do what you had to do to get him the unification with your son, right? You
Right,
guys, you guys wanted just a couple more dollars to make it done, and Boots could have had a unification. That fell
right.
on the table. They tried to get Conwell. That fell on the table. They trying now to get Virgil. That falls on the table. They don't
You
send an
miss one.
offer.
You miss one. You miss one. You missed the Karen purse bid.
Rematch.
You missed that
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. He didn't. He didn't win the Karen Purse bid. Um, and then
one.
you say again.
All of it to me looks like Eddie. Now I got a question to ask you real quick because that's gonna change how I feel. Did Boots come out and say that he does not want to fight Virgil? Have y'all heard him say that? Have y'all seen him say that anywhere?
I'm gonna pull up the latest tweet I seen was something more
From
like,
Boots. I saw it from Boots, right? That was the only one
yeah,
he put out.
yeah.
Now, today, they're starting to look bad. Today, when I said what I said about thinking that Eddie was sabotaging him and everything else, I still feel this way. But today, that Boost is starting to look a little bad today. As of Monday, December the 2nd, whatever else, past the tweet, past the other bullshit, even what you said, about you didn't know, I believe all of that. Eddie does shit behind his back. Eddie was doing shit with us, saying shit. I was texting his pops, and I was trying to keep him up to date what was going on. Even when this whole ordeal started with us, when Boost said they turned down the fight, we didn't turn down the fight. We simply made a counter offer, and he said it immediately. So I'm like, bro, he's not trying to make no fight happen. He's not. He's trying to stay just out of range. And I also feel with this 147 offer to Virgil, that's how I felt. I feel that was Eddie playing games. I don't believe Turkey Al-Sheed wanted that 147. Why would he? It don't make sense. I think that was Eddie playing games because he knew good and well that Virgil couldn't make 147. So I think they wanted to do the same thing they did to us and make it look like Virgil was ducking if he said no. When it's already too well documented that, Virgil got a bigger name than we got, so you can't just flip that on Virgil. You know what I mean? Like you flipped it on us and said that we priced ourselves out or whatever. Because that's all he did. He played games. Eddie didn't really want to make the fight happen. Eddie didn't want to make any fight happen at that time. He didn't want the fight to happen with Karen. That's why he lost the purse bid. He didn't want the fight to happen with Charles Conwell with the $300,000. That's why he offered $300,000. He didn't want. I don't know what the fuck his game was. To me, it was all, and it's still about Conor Ben. And ironically, Conor Ben, Barrios' offer was brought forth the same exact day Boots so-called ducked Virgil Ortiz. So at that point, I'm on Boots' side, and I don't believe he ducked. Now, and I feel like in that same tweet that he put out, he could have did exactly what we did when we felt disrespected with the we turned it down shit, and be like, oh hell no, I want that smoke. What we doing? You know what I mean? So I feel like he dropped the ball on with the tweet. I think he should have came back if he really do want to fight, and he really didn't duck. He said at the press conference he wanted bigger fights. He wanted bigger fights than 154. He wanted all the names. He said that. And I think Virgil is a good, they started at the same time. They was on the same path for a while. I mean, I think that's a great fight for him, personally. But I do think he dropped the ball by not going a little further in that tweet and just coming up like, nah, what the fuck going, like with the energy I came with, it's like, nah, what's happening? No, what we doing? Like, Eddie doing this, or people, if you don't want to say his name, people negotiate behind our back. Well, now we want that word. What's going on? And Booth didn't do that.
Coach, I gotta ask you, man. Can you educate us? Obviously, we're not privy to that. You're a coach and a manager. You're at the table with your son. I know you have a management team, but you and Adrian and Jolene, you guys have a great relationship. Is it possible that you, Jolene, and Adrian can be negotiating a fight? And I know you personally may not allow that to go on, but do you believe there's a world where a father and the manager and the promoter can negotiate a fight, but the fighter doesn't know? Because Boots is saying he didn't know nothing about no fight with Virgil. Like, that shit just don't make sense. How the fuck you don't know?
No, that's him saying that he don't know nothing about the fight at all, with all this talk being going on or whatever else. That's a bit different. You know what I mean? That's a bit different. That's why I say he not looking good right now, even with the tweet he said, because he could have just went just a little step further and said, nah, hell no, I want that fight, Meek, because he said in the press conference he wanted the names. He said 54. He said he's willing to fight at 54. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that's about. That's a little tricky that came from him, supposedly personally. I think that also, like I said last night on another whatever, but I think that they some bullshit behind one network, YSM. I think they was some bullshit behind his glass house, like you can't be talked to, you can't be touched, and you don't have to be. It's some diva shit to me. Like, come out and open your mouth. Come out and speak your piece. You know what I mean? That way people don't have to speculate. People don't have to wonder. You can sit around and say you don't give a fuck what people think, but the people are the one that pay to see it. The people are the one that want to see it. The boxing fans are the one that demand to see it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really sit in that glass house and say that you don't give a fuck what's going on, because you kind of got to. That's the business that you're in.
Absolutely. So, the fight with Boots and your son cannot happen, or can it happen? Are you guys willing to take that fight even off the hand injury? No, I'm just saying, because I know that there's news that the fight with Cuevas is rescheduled for March. But
Okay,
if
now
you're saying,
this is our exact stance, and I'm glad I got my son on the same page. Sometimes me and my son zigzag a little bit, and he do what he want to do or whatever else. But on this page, on this Boots page, no, we don't want nobody but Boots next. We do have the fight with Cuevas that was already lined up for a lot of people knew it. It wasn't a hand injury. Let me break this down real quick. July 29th, my son had surgery on his hand because he had downtime. We knew we had that downtime. T.O. was ducking the fight with him, so T.O. didn't want to fight him or whatever. So that we knew that September 27th shit was out. So we're like, okay, cool, B. He said you still having a little hand issue. Let's go ahead and get this shit done right now while we got a little downtime. Cause we don't know when the fight is coming at all. But we was trying to get a fight for this year. It took 8 weeks. It was expected to take 8 weeks from July the 29th. 8 weeks, he should have been completely healed. The end of September, he should have been ready. He had his appointment at the end of September, or he tried to spar. He's like, nah, the shit feel weak. Don't feel right. So, all right, cool. So we go to the doctor. They tell him, nah, he need about 2-3 more weeks. 2-3 more weeks put him in the middle of October. That was why that we was unable to fight Cuevas on November the 8th. Which also, if people knew, that would have, I'm glad it happened that way, and it didn't happen with Boots, because it was like we ducked him that way when we did. We had already had the surgery. We just didn't. We expected it to be ready in 8 weeks when it wasn't. Fast forward, Cuevas' contract was already signed, so of course we still obligated to that. Our next fight, which is March, like you say. So after March, after we take care of that business at hand, expectedly not overlooking Cuevas by far, formidable opponent, 27-1, 19 knockouts. His only loss was a split decision loss, so we ain't overlooking him. But after this, we looking to do it completely in a dominating fashion. But after this, we don't want nobody but Boots. We don't want nobody but him.
So to be clear, after Cuevas.
We don't have. Yeah, we got to take care of Cuevas.
Gotcha.
March.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
after
So
that, now, what's shaky right now about that, and I don't like, but maybe Eddie would know what the fans want and what the fans want to see when the unification is. I heard Eddie say that if Boots don't fight in February, which I don't understand why he can't fight in February at 154 if he already took care of his mandatory, and that's good for 12 months.
exactly. We've been
So
saying that too.
that's another way Eddie playing games. Eddie said himself, it's a whole bunch of chess pieces being moved by Eddie. Eddie said out loud, he got to make a decision whether he gonna go to 54 or 47. Why? Why he got to make a decision whether he gonna do that? Why did he got to make a decision to drop the title? To me,
Exactly.
back to Conor Ben. Conor Ben, his biggest issue, his biggest job is Conor Ben. After that, fuck all of this. Let me find another route to get Conor Ben a title. That's when he go to Barrios route. I'm looking at it from a different angle. I'm
And if
looking at it
I'm
from a
Boots,
completely different angle.
Coach, if I'm Boots, I'm also upset at that. Like, why is Connor getting the offer to Barrios? Barrios just looks suspect. Why you ain't giving me that shit? I want a WBC unification.
ASAP. And I guarantee you, Eddie will be willing to pay Barrios whatever the fuck he want to come fight Conor Ben.
Mm.
I will be willing to bet he'll give him whatever he want.
Now let me ask you, because Eddie did give Al Heyman and Charles Martin essentially whatever they wanted. They got a bunch of money for Charles to go to the
AJ.
UK and fight AJ. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
feel like it's a similar situation? Obviously, AJ's a heavyweight,
Absolutely.
but Conor Ben being the son of a legend, if he gets a belt, do you think he could be that kind of a draw though, where he puts that many asses in seats?
If he get that belt, he better stay on that Euro tour because he gonna lose ASAP. That's what's gonna happen, in my opinion. I don't think Conor being that good. I don't see it.
Do you
Star
think he's
power.
big? Because he was willing to fight at 60 and he was, training to fight Eubank at 60. He's fought at 54 twice and he's still willing to make freaking 47. Do you think he's a big guy or just a freak athletically?
I haven't seen him in person, so I don't know how he look. Man, you had conversation before about who big, who small.
Yeah.
Boots is not big. Boots is not that fucking big. He's not big. Boots is about my height. I'm 5'9". Boots is about my height, about my son's size. My son has biggest walk around weight was 175. That was out of the way out of the ordinary. His normal walk around weight when he's not trying to stay right is 165. That's not hard to do. I can see a welterweight walking around at 175 easy. I can see Boots walking around at 175 easy and coming back down to one. That's not hard to do. I can see 15 pounds. I can see you doing 175 and going down to 160. That's not hard to do. You get what I'm saying? If you walk around 175, you can go down to 160 and you could be fine. But you can cut that little rest to go down to 47, and I can see that too, because like I just told you, I've seen my son at 175. So I can definitely see that. I can see that without being an issue, yes.
When does the Cuevas fight get announced for you guys? Because I was actually Googling it like 2 days ago. It's nothing
Man, I
official.
see it. It ain't official for me too. Hey, my guess as good as yours, man. We would like to fight as soon as possible. We would like to fight their first date, whatever they got. I don't think they got anything in January. Not sure if they got anything in February. I asked, but I wasn't told that they had anything in February. But like I said, at this point, we just trying to get in where we fit in. Boxing is a little scarce right now or whatever, but we just trying to get in where we fit in and do what we need to do at the moment.
And I've been watching the videos you guys post. How is your son doing in terms of?
He ready, man. He ready. Be good. He ready. Be good. Be ready. And we would had a couple more weeks. We could have fought November the 8th or the 9th. I mean, he ready. But again, I believe in God's time. And, he make it happen how it's supposed to happen.
Have you?
But I want to say something though, and this to you too, Ness, because you do it too. People got a habit of twisting what people say. One, Boots has never said he has a problem making weight. Do you know that?
Yeah, he said that on the post fight. He said
What did he
maybe
say?
something like maybe it's time to move up. You know, I ain't look too good. It was hard to make the weight. He said that in post fight. I can find the
Do
exact
me a
thing.
favor. Play that and let me see. And let me hear him say it's hard to make the weight.
I'm gonna have to find it. I will have to find a post fight. Let me
I don't
see if
think
I
he
could
said
go
it's
on
hard to make.
YouTube.
I don't think he. I don't think he said it's hard to make the weight.
I
I don't
know
think he did.
I know the weight issue did come up. Whether it was him or Eddie, he was there and he
Let,
said something to
okay,
corroborate that. But
it's
I'm gonna
just
try and
like
find the
I
post fight.
got you. I got you. I'm saying this because words matter, right? We agree that word. If I say Ness, come here. If I say Ness, bring your bitch ass here, that matters. It's a totally different. It's a totally different phrase, right?
Yep.
Words matter, right? One word inserted. Words matter. Boots has never, ever, in no interview, said he has problem making 147 ever, which is why he want to stay there, unify, become undisputed. If you're having trouble making that, and you seeing you having problems making these fights, there's no way in the world you gonna say you want to, stay there that long and do all of that, and you get older. There's no way. He said on many occasions he doesn't have a problem making the weight. After the fight, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not perfect, but I do listen and I do pay attention. People put that out there, just like anything else, just like with the arrow, with the car wreck, and with the weight drain, and with after every single fight, no matter who it is, as the fight is going on and as the fight ends, there's a narrative put out immediately, especially with social media. Now, it don't take long for that narrative to fucking cover the whole boxing world. And by the time you get to the press conference, that's the narrative. That's the reason. That's the excuse. That's how I see it. That's as simple as that. It's the excuse. We gonna say he said, well, I guess it's time to go to 54. I didn't hear him say he having a hard time. I didn't hear him say, yeah, the weight cut did a lot to me. I didn't hear him going to, he just said, well, I guess it's time to go to 54. That's all I heard him say. I didn't hear him say he had a problem making 154. I'm sorry, I never heard him say he had a problem making 147 ever. I've never heard him say that. Still. And also, with that being said, he said, I take all the top guys. He said what he wanted to do. So I mean, again, like I said, words matter, and I just hate when people twist words. That's all.
Yeah, the fight is not on YouTube because I'm gonna need the actual fight to see the post fight. Everything that they have is press conference only, and it's not a lot. There's only 2 videos of the press conference.
It was the post. It was the post press conference. I was listening to everybody else, and everybody was like, yeah, he 154, and he big, man. He big. No, Barrios is fucking bigger than him, really. Barrios is like what 6 feet tall. So they say. I've never seen Barrios in person.
Okay.
But
I got it. This might be it. Shout out YouTube.
Congratulations. 2 fights against Shugajan, but 2 very different types of fights. What'd you think of your performance tonight?
My performance was okay. I don't know, man. I think it might be time to go to 54, yo.
Got him! What I say, champ? That's enough. We don't care if you said it's hard to make weight. You said, I don't know, I think it's time to go to 54. What you insinuating? You don't need me to play it again, do you?
he didn't say he didn't say.
Come on, Brian. What are you insinuating? If we looking at your performance as it's shaky and your first thing to say is, oh, I don't know, man, maybe it's time for me to go to 54, it means you struggled at 47. But I mean, look, hey, who am I? They said
Right,
play the rest. Hold on. Let's play the
wait.
rest. Let's play the rest. They said
Yeah,
play the rest.
yeah.
That was only 16 seconds. Let's play the
Okay.
rest. In case he's saying something up.
Did you feel differently?
I felt good, but I feel like at 54, I'm gonna be way better, and my pop gonna be how it's supposed to be.
I don't even think we should play it anymore. He's incriminating himself. Come on, he letting you know he gonna be a better fighter at 54. Now all of a sudden the Virgil fight come, you don't take it?
Yeah, that don't look good for him. But wait, let me ask you a question
Ouch.
real quick.
Hey, Dan the man, I see you listening. I need you to clip that. Put that on your Twitter ASAP. But go ahead, champ.
Listen. Okay, so he said and think it's time to go to 54. That's the same thing as saying the better his competition, the better he performed. Who's the best person he fought so far?
Fuck, man. I'm gonna put Karen there, bro. That second fight proved to me Karen is a good ass fighter.
So Karen is the best fighter that he fought. Karen is the fighter that he said, when they bring something different, I'm gonna pull more tools out my bag. Right? I'm telling you as a fucking coach.
Sorry.
I'm telling you as a no, it's cool. I'm telling you as a coach, when you in the corner, when things are working or it's not working, that's when you start making decisions about what you want to do, how you want to do it, how you want to handle it. That's when the adjustments get made. You feel me? If you're in the corner, and like I said with the first fight, and this ain't bashing, it was just being real. The only thing you had to do was bring out the tool of cutting the ring off. You couldn't do that. The next fight, really the only tool you need to do is move your fucking feet. That's really all he needed to do. He was stuck in mud. Karen kept getting beside him. Karen kept getting around him. That's how he was catching him on the angles. I know what I was looking at. My thing is, if you say you rise to the level of your competition, but you've been in the ring with minor competition before, and that's when you look good, but now the 2 times you've been in there with the best competition, you didn't look good. It sounds like bullshit. That's the same thing with it's time to go to 54. All I'm hearing is a bunch of excuses. I still didn't hear him say he having a problem making the weight. That's just an excuse. That's just a cop out. It's a cop out for me to say, well, hey man, look, all I know is it's just a cop out. That's all it is. It's a cop out. That's how I see it. So again, like I said, words matter. He never said out his mouth he had a problem making the weight. He just said, I think I'll be better at 54. I got more pop at 54, which, like you just said, is incriminating. He should have took the fucking Virgin fight because you're going to be better and you're going to look better. But when you don't, or if you don't, especially if you don't get somebody out there, like I've been saying, I don't think you got the power. He don't. Ain't no fucking thing. I know for a fact. I was looking at him again last night. That boy ain't got no power. He don't. I'm just keeping it real. He ain't gonna knock nobody out at 54.
And you believe your son has more power than him?
Vicious. Vicious.
But how can you assess it if they haven't faced each other or a common opponent?
All
I'm
right.
just asking. I'm
Well,
just
okay.
asking, coach.
No. Say, okay. For example, Jaheed Tucker did a interview. He said my son hit harder. I got Steve Cunningham, who's from Philly, said he's seen Booth many times, seen him spar. He watched my son work. He said, well, Booth ain't throwing them things like that. You can ask him. Steve Cunningham, who's from Philadelphia, from Pennsylvania. He stays in, I think, Pittsburgh now. But he's from Philly. He a Philly nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm looking at, okay, another one. You take one of the guys he fought, all the guys he fought, not one. I think Roman Veer is the one that he cut up and made bleed a little bit. You take Lipinets, you take Karen, you take David Avanesian, you take it's a little fat roly-poly motherfucker he was in there with. He hit these people so many times. I always say the weakest link gonna break. If you put a fist to a motherfucker face, you can't knock everybody out. No, you ain't gonna cut everybody. But when that skin hit that bone, did you see what happened when my son was putting his fist through Santion's face? It was cut after cut after. He was bleeding tremendously. It wasn't just the nose. He cut him on both eyes and he broke his nose. He had him all fucked up. That's what power does to you. It's gonna fuck some shit up. You take a hammer and you go to hitting shit, it ain't just gonna sit there and leave no bruises, no lumps, no. These guys are not even being lumped up. He don't have the power. He don't have it. And also, I watched the delivery of his punches. He throws his punches too fast. He focuses too much on flash. I got so many things. He don't have power. That's one thing he don't have. I'm just being real. He don't have the power.
Well, Coach, man, that's all our questions, man. We glad you jumped on. Like I said, with
Let
everything
me ask you
that's
a
been
question. Wait, let me ask you a question. No, because I like to be challenged, though. Have
okay.
you seen him cut up somebody and fuck somebody up where he hit him a lot? Because he hit people a lot, right? We agree to that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no, I don't remember blood.
Do you remember?
And
Do
and
you remember? You remember him
and the
cutting
only
anybody?
and the only like brutal beat down is Villa and Lipinets. Those were the
But
ones.
even with Lipton, yes, he didn't fuck up his face either, though. I don't think.
Nah, but he was caught in that crossfire. He was killing him with the right and left hooks, But he was getting hit too. He was getting hit too.
Right. And also, Lippy Ness came from 140. He about 5'7". That's a little guy.
Mm.
A lot of people don't know Villa came from 140. He a little guy. Villa,
Really?
Roman Villa came from 140 pounds. Go look.
How many fights ago?
It was two before Boots. He fought two at 47, then he went to Boots. And the guys that he knocked out, I do my research before I talk. The guys that he knocked out, they were you want to know their name from a fucking can of paint. I can tell you sherbet ice cream, you know shirt. You want to know their name. You want to know not one name on Villa record before he fought Rashida Ellis. Not one. Guaranteed. Go look. I pay attention to like I said, shit matters. Substance matters. You can't just go out screaming shit and talking shit and it'd be crazy. Nah, that shit matters. So I'm like I said, I'd be looking at the fights and I'm looking at how many times you hitting this person over and over and over. And here's the main thing. They're not really fearing you. They're still bulldozing, trying to get to you. Now you got the talent, the long arms. You maybe hit them here, spin them off there, whatever else, but they're not afraid of you. They still coming to get that work. They're not afraid. Even with Karen, he saw what he did the last fight and was like, nah, fuck that. And he stood there and stood toe to toe and walked forward this time. That tells you the lack of power that you, as a fighter, this is the first thing I do. And you may have heard me say this before. As a fighter, let me tell you, the first thing I ask my son in the corner is, what does power feel like? Because that controls your brain. Nobody, if you go and run that motherfucker, boom, and you get, oh shit, it's gonna change how you act. It's gonna change how you feel. First thing I ever ask him, how does the power feel? Man, ain't that special. He got decent power. He got heavy hands. He'll tell me. He'll tell me what the power feel like. He got heavy power where they push their punches. You got power where they got pop on that shit. You got power where I don't feel shit. You know what I'm saying? You got power. You got different types of power. So I always ask him that because that's how we go. That's gonna be the game plan. Like, are we gonna go ahead and bulldoze this motherfucker? Remember when we came on here and I told you we're gonna bulldoze Tio, right? Remember I
Yep,
told you that?
yep.
I said that for the reason. I'm looking at Tio. I'm like, this motherfucker was 135 pounds of knocking people out. He came up to 40. He can't knock shit out. He a bully. And he fights off of being a badass. Ain't nowhere in the world. We fucking him up. We running him over. Everything I said is gonna add up. We running them over. That's what I was saying. So I look at these things. And I look at what's going on. I look at what happened to people. I look at, like I said, I'm looking at the skin. Can you cut somebody? Can you swell them up? You can't even black an eye. If you in there with all these Europeans with white skin and light skin, and you telling me everybody can take a punch? Nobody's skin get. I'm saying nobody's skin get lumped up. Nobody get black eyes. You feel me?
I mean, I
When you
think Karen. I'ma check, but I think Karen
He had
did.
a mouse. He had a mouse. Go check it. One mouse. One
I
mouse.
thought I seen some bruising.
One mouse. And that was a pale white man. He's supposed to be red as fuck. He had one mouse. I look, man. I look. Like I said,
Nah,
I
you
look
did
like a
your
fool.
research. I know you did your research.
I always do, man. I don't want to. My face is everything to me. My face card is everything to me. That's why I try not to lie about shit. You ain't gonna catch me when you say it, motherfucker. If I said it, that's what it is. I guarantee you. I don't just be out here saying shit. I say shit that I can stand on. But yeah, nah. So anyway, bottom line is, can't nobody tell me or point to me where the power is. That's all I'm looking at. Nobody can point to me where he
I
showed power.
mean, nah, this looked like he put some hands on him though, coach. That's what I'm saying. I
Ooh,
knew I
put it
seen
up.
different. And I'm gonna shrink it down so you can see that it says he reacts to the rematch.
I didn't even see that shit. You're right. Yeah. See, hey, and they go out stand to be proved. That's not what he looked like when he was standing there talking. Yeah, I see it. He only had the one mouse under.
He got fucked up.
Yeah. He
The
had the
thing
one.
is,
No.
the thing
He
is,
had the one mouse.
he wasn't doing much though. I feel like Ennis was telegraphing them shots. It was big
Yeah,
shots. It was like,
I never saw that. I never saw that picture right there. So no, I stand to be corrected. Yeah, I never saw that. When he was talking in the interview after, that's all I saw. He just had one mouth. He didn't even have a black eye. So I think it was like the little black dot on the other eye.
but Karen is decent, man. He gonna give
So
people
yeah,
problems. He gonna give people problems because he
I
got
mean,
movement and good pivots. He ain't no joke. He actually he showed improvements from that first fight.
he absolutely did, and he was able to do that because he wasn't afraid. Like he said, I think he said he was afraid the first fight. I think
Mm.
he said he was afraid the first fight. So I mean, all you gotta do is just fight the bully, and shit. It is what it is.
Well, man, like I said, man, thank you for the time. We just wanted to get your thoughts since we're talking.
Hold on, hold on, hold
Oh,
on.
Two-Tone the
Hey,
Superstar jumped on.
What's
hey,
up, Tuto?
Coach. I was wondering, Coach, did y'all ever set up that your son versus Javante Tank Davis sparring? I saw Kenny Ellis was kind of ducking the sparring. Did y'all set that up?
I'm glad you saw him ducking that spot. Ain't that some shit? Don't nobody believe me, man. Don't nobody believe me. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm the most honest motherfucker you gonna meet. That's good or bad. I'm the most honest motherfucker you gonna meet because you can't get more honest. You can only get as honest as me. You can't get more honest than me. You saw him ducking that smoke, clearly. You
Yeah,
saw him ducking that smoke.
he was trying to put Jaleel Hackett in front of Tank.
He try just like he do with everybody else. You want to throw somebody, you want to throw Rob like that. Sound like the Boost fans saying now, fight Karen, fight this person. No, we want Boost. We don't want to fight Karen. But we want to fight Karen to see how we look against Karen to see if we do better with Boost when we can fight Boost. That don't make sense. He
Mm,
absolutely ducked that part. He absolutely ducked that work immediately. And I told him simple as this. I bet you money Tank don't even agree to it. He didn't even
mm.
want to hear that shit. I told him, Tank ain't even gonna agree to the shit. Yes, he is, because he ain't gonna turn it out. I said, I bet the fuck he do. And just like I told him, he is gonna turn it down. He ain't gonna do it. It's a lot of history that people don't know, man. People believe what they want to believe, but they just don't know. They don't know, but I know, and I know what happened. I know that motherfucker he shut down the whole camera crew. I don't even want to go back into that. He shut down he brought the camera crew. He brought them niggas. Made everybody put that shit down, put their phones away. Why would you do that? What are you worried about? You're a superstar. You finna come in and fuck this young kid up. My son was 20. Son was 20 years old. You finna fuck this
Mm.
kid up. What's going on? He had already been in there with him. He was in there with him when he was 16. He was in there when he was 16, and then he was in there twice when he was 20.
Mm.
So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Hey,
I'm glad you saw him ducking that work though. You feel me?
yeah,
I'm glad you
I
saw
saw
that.
that.
Clear as day. See, people who man fans and everything else, they don't want to hear that shit. Oh man. Well, why don't we prove this shit? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look,
Yeah.
Ness, I'm in the shot of the world with some other shit. The proof is in the pudding, right? The proof is in what you say, right? So what I'm gonna do, and I ain't gonna say who, I am going to physically prove something myself. And I'll retire because I was unable to physically do this shit no more. But I'm going to physically prove something myself very soon. Announcement coming soon. You'll never see nobody
Mm.
put they
So
you'll
you
never
about
see
to
nobody put
so you about to
they
fight
name.
Calvin Ford? Cause Calvin Ford, the only one out here fighting in terms of
I would,
trainers.
I would, I would definitely fight Calvin Ford, but no, I'm not finna fight Calvin Ford. No.
Oh,
We ain't got no beef with him. I want Tim Bradley. That's who I want. Tim Bradley ducking the
oh,
smoke.
nah,
I'm not
nah, nah,
scared.
nah, nah. Coach,
Tim,
nah,
Tim
nah,
scared
nah,
though. Tim scared, clearly. Tim
nah,
scared.
nah, nah. Coach, Tim is still Tim though. He been out the game for a minute, but come on, Coach.
I don't give
He
a
was on the
listen to me.
highest level.
Listen to me. So I tell you what then. I just said right now, I'm about proving what
He
I
won't do it because again, because he was on the highest level, he got paid on the highest level. He ain't gonna just
he
fight
gon'
you just
he
to
gonna get
fight
he
you.
gonna get money. No, he gonna get money. I'm on it, Ness. It's coming soon. I'm on it.
So you
Just pay
about to
attention.
offer him a real offer.
It ain't gonna be me. You got other motherfuckers who want to see this fight.
Wow.
Oh.
It's on.
And
Again,
what?
listen.
Would it be boxing or bare
Listen.
Okay, okay.
Then now
Exhibition.
we gonna do what we do. We gonna put to the test of what you're saying. Trash, don't know shit, don't know what we doing. You are this, you are that. He said he'll fuck up my son. That'll be a quick ass fight. But anyway, like my boy will fuck him up quick. Anyway,
Wait. He said he'll beat up your son?
that's why he got to get this work.
Why you ain't asked for that sparring?
I been did that. He's scared. You ain't. I guess you don't know
Oh, so he
everything. No,
just talking. So he just talking.
no. When y'all saw us go face to face that time at that, what you call it? We was supposed to do an exhibition by that 200 pounds. He said that. He wanted that. I said, hell yeah. Motherfucker been ducking ever since. Now he said, man, I fight for money. I mean, I ain't finna fight you. You a bum. Okay, well, show me. It's easy work. Again, like I said, I am the most honest motherfucker you gonna be. You can only be as honest because I really don't give a
But
fuck. I'm not
coach, when the
ashamed.
last time you was in the ring?
Yeah, that's gonna be the problem, right? But guess what? I'm willing to stand on it
And
though.
when the last time you ran 3 miles?
I ran 5 Sunday.
Oh shit, let's go, coach.
I ran
Yeah,
5
man.
Sunday.
Bring that to Arizona, man.
No.
Bring that to
Saturday.
Tucson.
I'm sorry, Saturday, not yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. I ran 5 Saturday.
Wow. Yo, fuck, man. You know that you got I mean this a big moment for you. This the biggest fight of your career.
Absolutely. Hey, well, I'm willing to stand up, fall flat on my face for what I believe in.
I
That's what I'm
wonder if
willing to do.
Bradley takes that, man.
He's not gonna take it. But fuck all that. I got somebody else before Bradley. I'm gonna
Oh,
take care of that
you
first.
gonna do a
I got
tune-up.
I got somebody
Or
before
another
Bradley.
big, or is it another big celebrity fight? Who's the other opponent?
Another shit talker.
Paulie? Is it Paulie?
I love the boy piece. Paulie be talking that shit. Nicholas Flaws. Nicholas who? Fuck out of here. Nah, not Paulie. Not Paulie. Not
Nicholas
Paulie.
Floss is coming. Nicholas Floss is coming.
Yeah,
DR in
nah,
the building.
I
He
ain't had
looking good.
nah, I ain't had no beef with Paulie. I ain't had no words with Paulie at all or whatever. But nah, he be saying some slick ass shit where I be like, bro. But he don't directly try me. He don't
Wait.
directly try. He don't
So
directly. Yeah,
You
so
yeah.
fighting
He
Greg Hackett? You fighting Greg Hackett?
I ain't saying nothing. Listen,
hey,
check this out right here.
but then he
Check,
just no. You ain't gonna be able to fight him. He just took a 3-fight deal or a 5-fight deal with Pete.
Bare knuckle?
Yeah, I seen he announced a bare knuckle deal, didn't he?
who did?
He did. Greg
Who?
Hackett.
Check this out right here. Damn. Fucking getting old. Fucking make me lose my whole goddamn train of thought. Oh, my bad, Paulie. I'm gonna go ahead and Paulie clear this up real quick. No, Paulie is on the fence of his opinion, and I don't mind people's opinion. I
Mm-hmm.
say he say slick shit. Tim is different. Nah, Tim was on some bullshit. So that's why I got personal beef with him. Paulie, nah, you feel how you feel. Like Paulie, Chris Algieri, all the motherfuckers, Teddy Atlas, all them over there, they throw shade on my son or whatever else. I mean, I don't have no beef with them because of that. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'll step in the ring with them if they want to try that, but I don't have no beef with them because of that, though. You know what I'm saying? You feel how you feel. That's you entitled to feel that way. My boy got to prove himself, and that's what we trying to do. I ain't got no problem with that. I don't have a problem with a person's opinion. That's it.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Hey, I don't want to beat your ass because you feel this way. Nah, I just want to whoop your ass when you go to talking reckless shit like you know what I'm saying, like you about that life. That's all. That's what I want for work.
So you trying to take a heavyweight fight versus Greg Hackett?
I didn't say nothing about nobody, nothing. I just said I'll be back soon. I just said I'm willing to look. I said I'm willing to. I'm more famous than I ever been, so I'm willing to put
Has Greg Hackett said something about your son negatively?
absolutely,
Oh.
absolutely, absolutely put him in the dirt. But anyway, like I said, I'm willing to put my face and my reputation, everything on the line.
But
So what that tell you?
do you want to fight everybody that's gonna have a negative opinion about your son?
You didn't see, you heard what I just told when I said words matter. Then I just tell you words matter.
For
I
sure.
just said it.
Over and
I
over.
just
No,
Asking,
over and
no,
over.
real talk. They be trying to. they be asking to fight Mr. Norman, bro. Mr. Norman don't be trying to squabble. They want to squabble him.
Yeah,
Wait,
yes,
Tim. So Tim has talked about fighting you himself. He said, like, man,
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, I don't listen. I don't have a problem with anybody's opinion of my son. You feel how you feel. That's fine. We are here to do our job and show otherwise. That's all we can do. We're not here to sway your opinions or hope you feel this way or beat you in it. No, no, no. These are people talking shit to me personally. They want their work with me. I'm going to give you what the fuck you want. Simple as that. If you um if you close or whatever, if you're a fucking young active fighter, that's
Coach,
gonna be
I gotta do my job. You might not like it. Some people might not like it, but like,
it's cool.
shouldn't you just say that the proof is in the pudding? The proof is in your
It
son.
is
You made him a world champion. Like, it don't
absolutely.
matter what they
Man,
saying. Why do
hey,
you have to physically get in the ring to prove anything? You've proven that
no,
with
no,
your
no, no, no,
son.
no, 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 no.
This is side
No. The
quest.
proof.
This is
The
side quest, bro. This is a
listen.
side quest, Ness.
Yeah,
Yeah, right, right. Hey,
but
Ness ain't
Tone,
getting it. Ness ain't getting it.
I am getting it. I am getting it. I'm just trying to prepare you. There could be negativity, right? There's gonna be those fans that be
No,
like,
all through his whole career it's gonna be negative. Man,
no, but
I heard this.
they're gonna say that you trying to steal his shine. Like, you had your shine. This your son's turn. Now you trying to come back, make a comeback. You gonna get a bigger fight than your son if you fight Bradley. You gotta think about that, coach.
Okay. Now wait a minute. Let's be clear here. I'm my own person, right? I'm my own person. It's not about my shine or my son's shine and everything else. When I come on here and I talk, it's in reference to him. I'm not trying to make a comeback as a boxer. I'm not trying to make a comeback in a career and go on some type of title run, no shit like that.
But that's how they could look at it.
Listen, I
And
can't listen.
Bradley is still technically like, if your son fought Bradley right now, it would be a goal.
So my thing is, I'm going to do what I got to do for my personal reasons. That's it. Again, I like making people stand on what they say. I got to say this real quick story. I went from 22 years old to 40 years old without being in a fight on the street. And the way I was able to do it, I know that shit sound like, nigga, that ain't nothing. It's something for me because I used to fight all the time on the street. Boxing helped me do that because when you're in the ring, you don't even have no notion to fight. So I had a reason that I stopped fighting. I started realizing, damn, I'm the one that's hitting people. I'm the one that's swinging first. I said to 40, and I'm 45 now. I've been in 3 fights since I've been 40. I've been in 3 fights, and it went back to the same thing. I was the one that swung first because I just got tired of people. They run their mouth and they do a lot of woofing and shit. So I'm like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna knock the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm old, yeah, but I don't give a fuck. Like, people just need to understand you can't just run around saying all this bullshit. I'm gonna knock the shit out you. That's it. Same as playing. They just need to. And if I don't, I'm going to call you out to be a pussy and just shut the fuck up talking the shit you talking. That's it.
Can I get
That's it.
one more?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's nothing you can't answer this.
I answer whatever you want me to answer. I don't duck questions. I don't duck shit.
What network is backing the offer for Bradley?
You will find out.
You
So
said you can answer it.
I can't. I can't because I think they want to be. They want to. They want to make an announcement. They gonna
Okay.
tell you definitely. They want you to announce it too. You gonna know. You gonna know
Okay.
firsthand.
Okay.
You gonna be. You are going to be part of the
is it
release
safe?
of.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
I
Go
said
ahead.
you gonna be. You gonna. They brought. You gonna be part of the release of. They gonna try to do a YouTube to make it bigger. You know, to make it bigger for you know. They're gonna be $19.99 pay per view.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you officially training? That's why you
Wait, wait,
ran
wait, wait,
Saturday?
wait, 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 wait. My first fight is. I don't know what the 10 brand is gonna be.
What?
I think my first I can say about the first fight. The first fight is that's already done.
Okay.
That's gonna be 99 pay-per-view or whatever. You'll find out the network, you'll find out who it is real soon. They definitely gonna come to you. They definitely gonna ask you to release it and talk about it and put it out there. And I don't think you have a problem with doing it.
Oh, of course not. You know, I'm waiting for that info. Wow. Shout out to Tone. I ain't know. Tone shook up the room.
No. He was because he was saying about he know how people. I'm glad he got an open mind. Tone got
Wait,
Tone. You
wait,
see these
so
dudes, bro?
wait, so it's Kenny Ellis ain't in shape, right? It wouldn't be Kenny.
No, I ain't sparring no Kenny. No, Kenny ducking the spawn with
No,
Tank. He was like,
I know
yeah,
what
he
you saying
talking
about the
shit,
duck. I
talking
just
about my son. Look, my son can't do 12 rounds with Tank. What? I tell you what, then, motherfucker. All right, cool. We gonna go live. You think you calling my bluff? Oh, you talking to the wrong person. I'll pull up now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I said, but Tank not gonna do it. Yes, he will. No, he won't. He said, okay, I bet you this. I bet you Tank don't do it. I said, matter of fact, you come back on here and you tell me when Tank do it and we gonna pull up and we gonna see. That's when you start throwing Jaleel out there, start throwing everything else out there. Like, bitch, what are we talking about? Let's get this shit done. That's what Doug talk is. Like, bro, people act like we not real people. Like, even with us, with that Rashida Ellis shit, they talking about spawn, we talking about fight. Man, listen. When it comes to fighting, there's too many politics in everything. It's too much bureaucratic bullshit in that shit. When we can get that work done as a fucking person, who the fuck needs somebody else to set something up for you? If I say I'll beat your ass, I'll beat your ass right now. I don't need nobody to set that up for me. I set that up. Me, you, right here, I'm finna whoop your ass. That's it. You, my son, right here, he finna whoop your ass. That's it. How hard is that to do? These people tripping. They tripping, man. Hey, y'all be doing that border war shit, so you know.
yeah.
Hatch out your grudges. Hatch out your grudges and shit right here. Come on. Hey, we are in the perfect sport to have our gripes and grievances and differences. We too old to be doing what I just said I do, but when I do it, I make sure it's for a good reason. I ain't gonna say it's worth
Nah,
it, but it's definitely
45
for a
ain't
good reason.
old. 45 ain't too old. How old is Bradley though?
I'm too old to be fighting on the street. That's what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, hell
I
yeah.
done been in 3 street fights since I've been 40, and I'm the one who swung on all 3. So,
Gotta be careful. You got a name now. You don't want them
right,
suing you.
right. No, it was the last one was the last one about a year ago. But anyway, yeah, you're right. But anyway, I ain't into that. It just when people, when people just disrespect you to a certain degree, like certain things in my mind, I just make it up. Like I ain't got no fucking choice, bro. I'm finna knock the shit out you. Like I ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Bradley's
is what it is sometimes.
41. Bradley's 41.
And I'm 40, and I'm 45, and I want that work.
He's
Bradley went talking that shit.
5'6". He
Yep.
5'6".
I know
69
how
inch
tall Bradley is.
reach.
You must forget I was right there in front of this little fat motherfucker.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna take him up through
I'm
there.
just giving you the statistics though.
I'm taking him up.
He's got a
I'm taking him up through
69
there.
inch reach, only.
I'm taking his ass up through there. Pause. I'm taking his ass up through there. I'm trying to
Oh, I
tell you.
need to
Hey,
see that.
but watch this. Watch this. That's who we gonna expose. He gonna
Now
say,
let me
"Oh
ask though.
man,
Wait a minute. Yo. Jesus.
yeah."
Yo,
He ain't gonna take it.
shout
Brad, he
out to
said he
you.
would. He
Shout
said he
out to
would.
you. Your last 3 fights was all tough opponents, like all undefeated. I can't even believe you fought them
I
3
had
dudes.
I
Hey yo,
I had vertigo. I had vertigo. I didn't know it.
first of all, eh, those are a lot of like PBC affiliates. Dominic Wade, Fernando Guerrero. Not so much Edwin Rodriguez. He was at HBO days, but those are
Yeah,
all way bigger men than Tim Bradley.
absolutely. And the
Way
thing was,
bigger.
at the time, and I still got my own little set of issues or whatever. But again, I'm willing to put my physical on the line for that. At the time, I had vertigo. I did not know I had vertigo. I knew just something was going on with me. I could be in the ring, and that's just how it all ended. Every single time it ended, I was dizzy, couldn't fucking stand up straight, whatever else. Never ended on my back, never stopped, never was counted out, never was, nah. Every single fight that ever happened with me, it ended with me on my motherfucking feet. I retired at 31. If you go back and look, you'll see I retired at 209 after Guerrero. Then I came back 2 years later and tried to fight. I said, well, shit, I think I feel good. I was in the gym, working, sparring. I feel good. Let's try it again. I came back Dominique Wade, November 2011, and it happened to me again. I was like, well, that's it for me. So again, that's why I stopped at 31 years old. So and that's how my son, really, took his jump off like that. They was doing what they was doing, but I was done with that shit. Bro, I was like, I don't want y'all to end up like me. You feel me? Both of my boys did. But I respect myself not to become, a bum. I'm not a bum. I don't fight to be no fucking bum. I don't fight to lose. If I can't fight to win, if I don't think I can win, and as you see, the fights that I fought, I wasn't making pennies or no fucking $300, $400, $500,000, $2,000, $5,000. I was making a little money right there. You feel what I'm saying? So even those fights that I left a lot of money on the table for a regular 9 to 5 person would definitely still be accepted. I was still getting fight offers.
Nah,
But I
you
respected
were.
my,
I mean, bro, you
yeah,
fought fucking John
yeah,
Pascal for.
yeah. I was still getting fight offers, man. They was trying to use me, to come up with it. You know how they do, make you a journeyman. I'm not a journeyman. You feel what I'm
Yo,
saying? I'm a
what
motherfucker that
fight?
really motherfucker.
What
Uh,
weight? What weight would the fight with you and Bradley be at? Cause you a big
200,
dude.
200, 200. He
Yeah,
called that weight. I
Bradley
think, but
ain't
see, the
never
thing is,
fought.
we can do
He ain't
under,
never
but
fought
we
that
can do.
high.
But we could do under. He said 200, but we could do under 200 because right now, since I just started working out and I've been doing what I'm doing, I just been doing this shit for 4 days, man. I'm down to like probably 207 right now. I was at like 215. I'm down like 207 quick. I still, when you work out and when you do this shit all your life like that, man, it's in you. So,
Yeah.
when it started coming and the muscle and that shit started building, it started to fall off pretty quick. So my next was supposed to be at 200, and Brad is supposed to be at 200, but I won't be at 200. I just probably have to fucking put some pennies in my pocket or some quarters and shit in my pocket. I'll be down.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll be down to about 190.
I
So I better
can't
work out this 200.
tell. Unfortunately, no disrespect, I can't tell if you got power because you fought only top
I got
names.
it.
So it's like,
Yeah, and this is another thing about that. I learned on the job. I started at 15 years old, stopped from 15 to 21. I had 4 kids at 21, had to raise all them. And then I went pro at 23 or 24. And I only fought for like 7 to 8 years. Now, with that being said, learning on the job, my punch delivery, that's why my son hit so hard. My punch delivery wasn't there. I didn't know how to deliver a punch properly, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Through teaching, you learn a lot, which is why I used to have my son train kids and train other people because through teaching, you learn a whole lot. You know what I mean? Because you know what you're looking for. My son gonna train me for my fights. He gonna train me. When you look at it and you look at it from a coach's eye, you have a different outlook on it. You have a different, so you know what you're looking for. You know what you see your fighter doing. My bad. Hold on. You know what you see your fighter doing. You know what you would like your fighter to do. So again, that's why I'm saying the proof is in the pudding, and I'm willing to put myself on the line physically, and my face card and everything else to prove everything I say.
well, I'm gonna definitely be tuned in. I'm definitely gonna be tuned in, see how it goes, man. Tone, you got anything else?
No, and Diaz can't wait to see that man. Can't wait to see your son again for sure.
Hold on 1 second, boss. 1 second.
Uh-oh. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Real quick, if you're a member on YouTube or Patreon, go ahead and drop Kevin Johnson a question and Isaiah Johnson. They will be facing each other on the RDR Promotions card. I'll be having them on both at the same time on Friday. Little face-off show. So you can ask both guys a question if you're a member or a Patreon. But yeah, Mr. Senior Man, thank you for coming on. Give out your social media, please. And how soon can we look forward to the announcement? Do you know?
Supposed to be real soon. Shit, I gotta get reach back out to the network. It's a streaming situation. You know 'em.
All
You
right.
heard of them.
All
It's a
right.
streaming network. I gotta reach back out to them and see when they want to release it and see how they want to do that. But it's about my son. It's still ultimately so it's official. B. Norman, Brian Norman Jr. Official B. Norman. As you gonna see, his dad. Hey, never seen a son training his father, and his father as a coach being over 40 some years old, willing to put himself back on the line. You know what I'm saying? So that, I mean, again, that show you how much I believe in. I can't, and the reason and what gives me the courage and the really have to the need to do this is I expect so much of my son and he give me so much. So usually it was me that motivated him in the start, but now it's him that motivate me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, you put up for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I see him to war and I see him to battle, he always come through for me. So shit, I'm gonna do the same thing. I can't expect my fucking 24 now. I can't expect my 24-year-old son to go to battle all the fucking time. Motherfucker, I'm gonna go to battle. You know what I mean? I'm out here swinging the bricks and fighting off motherfuckers in the yard verbally, but fuck that. I can start doing it physically too. I still got a little bit left in.
Let's go.
So
Hey, man.
so that's my motivation right now, man. The fact that he always come through for me and he able to handle that pressure and through all of that shit right now that he go through and that he deal with motherfuckers calling them ducks and shit. He having to deal with a lot of pressure to be that young. So the fact that he able to do that and go through that and still do what he need to do, shit, man, I can do it too. I'm gonna be right here with him.
All right, Coach, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
All right, man.
All right. There
I
you have it,
appreciate you,
ladies and
dog.
gentlemen. Brian
Okay.
Norman Sr.